guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alexa, what's the time, please?
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It
Alexa.
looks like there's an issue with the router and Echo device, so try restarting it. Unplug.
Okay, Alexa, we'll restart you. The time is 8:17, Saturday, 6th of August. So I've just come back from spending most of the day around my mum's. So, my mum rang me back this morning to tell me the taxi was going to come 6 to 7 minutes earlier than quarter to 12, 11:45. And I waited and waited for this taxi and I couldn't see it. It had been parked out Block 9. It was parked outside Block 9. A grey-haired taxi driver that was boarding on top had spent 5 or 10 minutes waiting outside the wrong block of flats. I was told he was going to hoot his horn at 11:45. Well, he must have arrived about 25 to 12 and he was outside the wrong block of flats. And I didn't know. And then he hooted his horn 10 minutes later when he realised he was outside the wrong block of flats. And I got inside with my lovely Chihuahua Max because I always got to see my mum with my little Chihuahua. So I had 2 bags. One was a bag of washing and one was a bag of bits and pieces like my lipstick, my brush, pen, bits and pieces in. Very smooth journey, no problems. The part of Luton Road at the top is still cut off. So the taxi drivers are having to divert up side streets and go down to where my mum lives. So the taxi fare came to about £9.60 and I gave the driver £10 and said keep the change. Then my mum was waiting at the door with £12. So she was waiting at the door with a £10 note and a £2 coin. And she gave me that and I went indoors and my mum had humbugs on the table, crisps, Lucozade, water, all things on the table like she used to do for my dad when he used to sit down by the French windows. So there was some nice variety of little things there. Put my bags down, sat down. And then I explained to my mum that I'd like to go to the shop. I'm an adult and I don't want to be stuck indoors all day, all the time. So I said, well, do you mind if I go down to the shop? Because I would like a walk. Max knows when I go for a walk. He does miss me, even if I go down the road. He's wonderful. He misses me. He's my best friend. That's why they call a dog a man's best friend, because he is your best friend. He or she is your best friend. They're always by your side. When you leave them, they wonder where you are. And it's been known when a dog owner dies that the dog keeps returning back to where his master was. Even though his master's dead, the dog will return and remember. That's why, dog is a man's best friend. It's not ugly, it's not nasty. A dog is a best friend. So being called a dog is nothing. And what woman especially doesn't take pity on a dog that's a bit different, a dog that's a bit rough around the edges, a dog that's got something wrong with it? What person doesn't take pity on something and then look after it and heal it and make it better? If you see a dog in distress, you don't leave it lying there in a mess and a state. You pick it up and you look after it or take it somewhere where it can be looked after. So where this thing where men especially call women dogs, I haven't got a clue. Because when someone says dog to me, it's a cuddly, furry pet that loves its owner. If they're referring to a dog does as it's told, but it doesn't always do as it does as it's told, does it? A dog always doesn't always do as it's told. And I certainly don't. I'm my own master. I do what I say and what I want to do. I don't take any notice of anybody else. So I'm not a dog. Right, so my mum looked after Max while I went down to the local shops. And it was fairly quiet. I went into the African shop. I went into the Turkish shop and I got a few bits. I was mainly looking for different balloons because I like my balloons, don't I? Anyone that knows me, including previous exes, knows that I like my balloons. So all I could find was the usual happy birthday ones, which was £1.69. Happy birthday balloons in a variety of colours. But these are different. We've got heart-shaped balloons and we've got orange, purple, pink, yellow and green. And you know what I've gone and done, don't you? I've lost my balloon pump, which is great. And I'm not blowing that up with my mouth. So we've got some nice heart-shaped balloons when I find my balloon pump that I'm going to blow up. I got this crossword book as well, Unleash Your Inner Genius, because I find myself by myself a lot of the time, and I've come to terms with the fact that I quite enjoy it now, all this rest and space to think. So I've got some crosswords to do with my time. And when I get irritated by the noises outside, I just put my blind down, shut the windows, put the telly on or listen to music and relax. So we got some jelly babies as well. The lady was very nice to me in there. I asked her if she had an A4 pad because I wanted my diary books full up. They didn't have an A4 pad and they don't sell them in the co-op either. So I'm going to see if Amazon's got an A4 writing pad. And she said she might get some in stock, the lady did, because it's to keep my diary and I've run out of paper. In the Turkish shop, I got some Nescafe 3-in-1 caramel coffee. I got some Pringles, because I like Pringles crisps. I got some chocolate Dodgers, you know the jammy ones, they're chocolate ones. I've got some Lemsips because I suffer from chronic pain. And I do find that when I've got a sore throat and my nose is all blocked up, that Lemsips help. So I've got some Lemsips. I do like my milk drinks. So we haven't got Yuzus. We've got Milky Way. And we've got M&M's Brownie drink. M&M's Brownie there. So there you are. And it's called Medway Food Centre. It's in Luton High Street, Chatham. And yeah, I was on Saturday 6th of August at 12:37. So I was in the shop at 12:37. I must have got to my mum's just after 12. And I was in there at 12:37 after going into the African shop to look for a writing pad and some balloons. Right. So I'm going to do another video in a minute. All I'm going to say is I stayed around my mum's. That we was okay. We had a minor set to, but that's because there was a waft of cannabis. When my mum gave me the washing to put out on the line, both me and Max were struggling to breathe for the waft of cannabis outside the back. I said to my mum, your back garden and front are very fragrant weed. So my mum washed my clothes, I hang them out on her liners at the back and they dried instantly. It was so hot. Now I'm going to do a second video in a moment, okay? And I'll be back soon.